Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for coming to this press conference. I am Brooklyn District Attorney Ken Thompson, and I have the honor to stand here with members of my Violent Criminal Enterprise Unit, known as VCE, along with the fine members of the NYPD. I'm joined by Deputy Chief Kevin Catalina, who's in charge of the NYPD's Gang Division. I'm also joined by the case detectives who helped us put this very important case together, Detectives Daniel Nicoletti and Daniel Grandstaff, along with their Sergeant, Joseph Grazzato. We're here today to announce the indictment of over 30 individuals who are charged with various conspiracies to sell guns and drugs, specifically heroin and crack cocaine, right here in Bedford-Stuyvesant. Many of these individuals are reported to be a part of a gang called the Gates Avenue Mafia. The Gates Avenue Mafia individuals are accused of committing brutal acts of violence, including murder, attempted murder, and assault. We not only charge many of these individuals for selling drugs here in Brooklyn and causing bloodshed and committing murder on the streets of Bed-Stuy, but that they also traveled upstate to a small town called Gloversville and also sold drugs and committed violent crimes up there as well. Now, to understand what happened here, we have to go to the beginning. And so what I want to do is I just want to sort of walk you through the acts of violence that led to these indictments. This right here is a picture of young Talani Mazik, who was only 11 years old last year when she was standing with her mother in front of a building in Bed-Stuy at 600 Gates Avenue. It's called the Mega Ever Apartments. This particular building has been the scene or the source of 300 complaints from the community over the years for gun dealing, for drugs, and other crimes. So on the evening of May 31st, 2013, this beautiful and innocent young girl was standing in front of 600 Gates Avenue with her mother when a rival gang called the Young Bosses started shooting at members of the Gates Avenue Mafia. And then during that shooting, this young girl was shot in her face and in her neck and is now paralyzed from the waist down. So the shooting of Talani Mazik started this whole investigation. We have arrested the shooter, Kane Cooper. We charged him with attempted murder. We're prosecuting him now. After the shooting of this young girl, this gang started going up to Gloversville by taking trailway buses to sell crack cocaine because they can make more money upstate with the drugs. And while they were upstate, some of those members violently attacked an individual with hammers. They broke his wrist, they broke his kneecap, and they shot him in the face. We have indicted them for that conspiracy and that particular shooting. And then just a couple of months ago in Bed-Stuy, one of the members that we charged, a member of the Gates Avenue Mafia, shot an individual named Seneca McCullough in his head and in his back right here in Bed-Stuy, killing him. We have now indicted that particular defendant, Joseph Hutchison, for murder. Now, what we also believe is that these individuals who are associated with the Gates Avenue Mafia also elicited someone to come up from Baltimore, Maryland, to commit a shooting. And so we believe that on October 1st, an individual named Kush Rydell from Baltimore, Maryland, came to Brooklyn, and he shot a bunch of individuals in Bed-Stuy, the Mayos, and a woman named Judith Daniels. Shot them while they were standing on the street. And as he was fleeing, one of the Mayos, we allege, got in the car and chased him down on the sidewalk and ran him over. A few weeks ago, that particular male, Demetrius Male, was murdered himself, right there on Myrtle Avenue. So what we have here is gang violence in Brooklyn that started on Gates Avenue, that almost took the life of a beautiful, innocent young girl, that wound his way all the way upstate to Gloversville, and that we believe, and the investigation is ongoing, involved someone who we believe was brought up to commit a shooting, to commit a murder right here in Brooklyn. And so you see some of the weapons that we recovered during this undercover investigation. You see some of the drugs that we also uncovered. We seized 29 guns, a number of .380s, .40 caliber weapons, 9mm. We've seized heroin, crack cocaine, powder cocaine. And I have to tell you, I had the honor to meet the undercover police officer who put his life on the line for all of us, and thanked him on behalf of the people of Brooklyn. And so we are determined to reclaim our streets, because our streets don't belong to thugs, they don't belong to gang members, they belong to the people of Brooklyn. And so with this investigation, this is an example of what our VCE unit is determined to do, to get the guns and the drugs off the street and to keep our children safe. With that, I would like to ask Deputy Chief Catalina to just say a couple of words about what his fine men and women did as part of this undercover investigation that led to the arrest of all of these individuals. And we've indicted 32 of them. 25 are in custody. We have 7 more that we're going to get. And they're not just in Brooklyn. Some of them are down south. And so we have the assistance of the U.S. Marshals as well. They're helping us make these arrests.
All shootings matter to us in law enforcement, but when an 11-year-old innocent girl gets shot, it means a little more. And when this incident occurred, we collectively got together with the district attorney's office and said we have to find a way to stop the violence.
I want to just bring up to the microphone 2 people. One is the head of our Violent Criminal Enterprise Unit, Nicole Chavis, who is an outstanding prosecutor, and Tara Lineage. You've heard us mention Tara and Nicole. They are the ones here in the office who helped put this case together, along with other outstanding prosecutors who are with them, spent many hours to help us in the bloodshed, the drugs, and the murder. And I just want Nicole to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, District Attorney Thompson. It is because of the hard work of the attorneys in the Violent Criminal Enterprise Bureau, as well as the Brooklyn North Gang Division of the New York City Police Department, that we were able to get the 29 guns off the street and make the arrests of these individuals that the District Attorney just spoke to you about.
I want to just make it clear that these are the men who led the charge for the NYPD, along with the undercover agent. Had it not been for them, this case wouldn't be here. And so we're a team. They have done their part. Now we, as the Brooklyn DA's office, must do our part. And on behalf of the people of New York, especially the people of Brooklyn, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you.